Hi there, and welcome to this video blog. My name is Chris Nash, and I work in the Sitecore Business Optimization Services Group. Today I'd like to tell you about a new free add-on that works with the Sitecore Email Campaign Manager, ECM. This new tool is called the ECM Segmentation Tool. It's available for free from the Sitecore Marketplace. Using this tool, you're able to create specific sets of recipients based on data fields, let's say the custom fields that you've created in Sitecore, and the values that you've stored in those fields using different techniques. Just prior to sending the campaigns, you're able to use this tool built right into the Sitecore Email Campaign Manager to select your segmentation and send out your campaigns. The ECM segmentation module was created by Morten Bork, who's a solution architect that works for Sitecore International. You can download this tool for free from the Sitecore Marketplace. That's marketplace.sitecore.net. Note that this tool works with version 1.3.x of Email Campaign Manager, and that means it works for any Sitecore 6.5 version as well as 6.6. Now I'd like to get on with the demo, so I'm going to jump on the computer and I'm going to switch to the headset.
Okay, so here we are in the browser. On my computer I have a demo site, and in this site I've created the form that you see here. The form supports a kind of a fictive business scenario where visitors to a website can sign up to receive email alerts regarding apartments for rent. So in the form, users or visitors, they're able to provide contact details, and I've filled some in here. They're able to choose type of lease, so for example, short-term and long-term, two choices in a drop-down type of field here. There is fields where numbers can be entered, so budget per day and budget per month. And then there are checkboxes where location preferences can be selected, for example, uptown, midtown, and so forth. And then as I scroll down, the ability to opt in, for example, to email, of course. And when the form is submitted, the person is created as an email recipient in Sitecore, added to a target audience and an associated role. And as an email campaign user, I can then target that person with an email. So here I am logged into Email Campaign Manager. You'll see that I've created an email. It's a draft email right now, and I've created this within the target audience called All Apartment Finders. Now, those of you who are familiar with Email Campaign Manager will notice that there's something new here, and that is the button called Segment, and there's also a checkbox called Enable Segmentation in Preview. So notice here that there are a total of 11,200 subscribers that have filled in the form and have been added to the target audience called All Apartment Finders. And let's assume that I want to target a subset of these with the email that I'm building here. Let's assume that I want to target those who've selected uptown and midtown as location preferences and have a length of lease of the long-term lease. So in order to build that segment, I press the button here called Segment, and I get access to the rule set editor. And notice that this is a customized version of the dialog for the rule set editor. This is the type of thing that you can control using this module that I'm demonstrating here. You can control the dialog that's displayed here for the rules, and you can also create custom conditions to make it more user-friendly for the person who's building and sending the email. So here we've created some custom conditions. So if I want to target those people who've checkboxed the uptown location preference and the midtown, I just simply click on those and those are ready to go for my segmentation. And then I want to specify those with the long-term lease, so I choose this rule here, and this one enables me to target those where the recipient field compares to a value. So the field that I want to work with is the type of lease, and I key that in here. If I wanted to make this more user-friendly, I could simply have specified to my developer that I would like a field chooser here, so the user does not need to remember field names. That's also quite simple to do. In this case, I can key it in, compares to, I want to say equal to in this case, and then I want to specify the value of long-term, as I do here. And here I've built the segmentation for the uptown, and in this case the midtown, and the type of lease is long-term. So when I press OK, you can see the system does a little bit of work here, And what it's actually doing is it's building the segmentation for me behind the scenes. And now I'm informed as a user that there is segmentation selected, and that the email will be sent to the segmented recipients when dispatched. If I would like to have the system actually do the calculation for me in the preview, then I can choose the checkbox here. By default, we don't do this to make the tool faster and easier to work with as an option. So when I choose Enable Segmentation in Preview, you'll see that the system does a little bit of work. It's actually calculating and building those previews based on the users who meet the criteria. And you'll see here that 5,040 out of the 11,200 subscribers actually meet the selected segmentation criteria. So now I can press dispatch, and my email will be dispatched to the 5,040 recipients. Furthermore, if I wanted to view specific users who meet that criteria, I can press over here Preview Subscribers, and you'll notice that again the system will do a little bit of work to find the specific individuals, as it's doing here. And in the dialog that's then made available to me, those 5,040 users are individually available, and I can select any one of those and preview them. So you'll see here that those 5,040 are presented here in page view, so I can select any one of them and preview that individual out here in my email preview. So now I'd like to highlight an additional capability of the ECM segmentation tool. Imagine a scenario where, for example, segmentation by language. So to demonstrate this, I've created a target audience that I call German recipients, and with that selected, when I go to the Content tab, you'll see here that the segmentation capability is available for me here, and this has also been added here with this module that I'm demonstrating. I can dive into the edit rule dialog, get my rule set editor here. It's the same custom version of the rule set editor, so this can be extended and made more user friendly and so forth as you would like to do. There is a condition here where the user language is set to a specified language. So when I choose this option here, the different languages that I've chosen to support in my website and through email, they're displayed for me here. Choose the German language, and now when I come back to my target audience and I come over to let's say a draft email that I've created, and the segmentation is applied. Each time when I create an email, I'm informed as a user that there is segmentation that's been specified here. If I want to see that segmentation, understand how many actually meet this criteria before I dispatch my email, then I can optionally do that by checking the box for Enable Segmentation in Preview. And when I do that, the system it does the work behind the scenes. Of the 11,200 subscribers in my target audience, how many of them actually meet the German language criteria that I've selected for my target audience? And you'll see that there are 2 that meet that criteria. So from here I can dispatch the email, and it will be received only by the 2 that meet the criteria for German language. So that concludes this video blog about the ECM segmentation tool. Remember, you can download and learn more about the tool at marketplace.sitecore.net. And if you want to give me any feedback, I'd love to hear from you. You can see my email address on the screen, cna@sitecore.net. Again, I work in the Business Optimization Services group. Of course, you can also come to the website and learn more about the value that our group provides to Sitecore partners and to Sitecore customers with our focus on DMS. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.